We're going to be looking at Isaiah 61:6 today. And you will be called priests of the Lord. You will be named ministers of our God. Now, I don't know about you, but some of you are probably sitting there thinking, well, that doesn't apply to me, does it? Or you're thinking, if that does apply to me, does that mean I have to go work at a little village church, wear a knitted vest and spend my days talking to elderly women? And I'm here to say it doesn't mean that. I mean, elderly women are wonderful conversation mates, but being a minister of God doesn't mean you have to go and work at a church or knit yourself a vest or whatever picture of a minister you have in your mind. It just means that wherever you go, whatever you do, God has a plan for your life, and it is far greater than any plan you could ever have for your life. He wants to give you a job title of a minister, which is better than any job title the world could ever give you. And he wants to give you a purpose that is more precious than any salary you could ever be gifted. His call over your life is to go and to minister to the people around you, to go and make disciples. If you know Jesus, you're on mission for him. You are a representative of him in your workplace, on campus, and in your family. It's such an honour and it is a privilege to serve him in that way. And it's one that we have to keep reminding ourselves of because it's easy to forget and it's easy just to get wrapped up in our jobs and our families and our lives. Let's remind ourselves that we are ministers for him. Now, one of my greatest joys as a student worker is seeing students really grasp this and seeing them walk in the authority that they have in Christ, seeing them share their faith for the first time and seeing lives around them totally transformed. I don't think anyone will forget the first time they shared their faith and someone responded with a big yes to the gospel, or the first time you prayed and someone was healed or set free. Those little moments are the best moments ever, aren't they? Where you see God at work. And now ministering in this season has looked pretty different, hasn't it? In some ways it's been quite challenging. But God is always on the move. He is always inviting you to work for him and to partner with him in what he's already doing. So whatever time of day it is for you, morning, evening, maybe it's the middle of the day, this is your lunch break, why don't you take a few moments in silence, just a brief pause to think through, how am I ministering? How am I on mission for Jesus in this time? And pray and ask God for his insight. Say, Lord, help me to know how to work for you in this time. And just see what he says.